Friends list. Is this you? Atl. Yes. Invite friend to return. Confirm. Yes. There you go. Ethyl alcohol. Oh my god, thank you. Hope it works. I hope so too. So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. Shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Menphilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Ishtola and in Idleshire. So does that get you like a free month subscription or something? And how often can I do that? Because as a socially anxious person who doesn't actually associate with people in MMOs, I'm more than happy to like dish that out to anybody who asks. Like if I can do that like 5 times a month, like that would be great. 5 invites per week? That seems much. If you have a sub within the time frame, you get a gold feathers to buy stuff with. Ah, okay. I have to be away from the game for quite some time. Still, you know, the videos go up on YouTube to like any random person. And I'll help any random person if I can. Yeah, 90 days away. Okay. So if you've taken 3 months off and you want to get back into it, you hit up old Sugarheart. He'll help you out. Old, 'tis good to see you, I confess. Had assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vanofnir go well? You need to be their friend? Oh! Shoot. That's right. They probably have to agree to be my friend too. Inviter also has to be subbed. Well, I'm going to be subbed for like the next 3 years. So if you're planning on quitting playing for an indefinite period of time, hop on Final Fantasy and add me as a friend, and you can always come back and see me. Like, we got like 3 years left of story to go through. Anyway, as well as can be discussed, she must discuss Sir Amaric's proposal with Therese Valgur, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived? She has. But when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. Agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. 3 years. Yeah, that's our estimate. Like 60 hours per expansion at 2 hours a week. Gonna be a while. But I've got to beat Final Fantasy before I become a popular streamer. If I accidentally become popular before then people like log in and like glare and obstruct my views with whales and such. That's why it's wise to get into Final Fantasy so early in my career. Also, there's also a good chance that I will never ever be popular, but we can hope. Not on Hallie?
I'm terribly terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
Yep. You too.
And who is that I spy but young Alphinaud Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
You have to get dinner now. Thank you again, Sugarheart. You'll be back later if I'm still streaming then? Yeah, for a little bit. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes before I have to get the kids to school. Thanks again for popping in.
Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Yay, I like Matoya. Every time I see Matoya, like, I'm worried it's gonna be the last time. He is like my favorite, like, cameo appearance. I wish they'd bring her back for every Final Fantasy, you know, like Cid or Biggs and Wedge. Unlock to the cave. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14. She looks exactly like my mom. And when I was really, really little, I used to play a ton of Final Fantasy 1. That was one of my favorite games. Walk down to the video rental, check it out for like a week. Oh, it was always so much fun to rent it too, because like you'd load up like whatever save was on there last, and you could see like parts of the game I hadn't seen. Since I was always renting it, I never actually beat it. So I just played the beginning over and over and over again. Is there a quick way down there, or do we just jump off a cliff? No. No reason to climb up there, I guess. But yeah, remember video rentals? Those were a good time. I had one summer when I dislocated my spine. At the time, my mom worked at a video rental. And at one point, yeah, I dislocated my spine. I looked like the number 7, basically. Like, my head was pinned to my shoulder. And I remember somebody from class coming in and my mom being like, "Oh, hey, it's your classmate." And I, like, just lurch my neck over, flop over there. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing, Sarah?" Like, looking like an absolute monster. It was great. Good times. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Ah, she lives in the wall.